Hi, I'm John Campbell and I'm the Managing Director of Rabbit and Pork, and in this third video of the week we're going to be looking at a really interesting announcement from the Alexa Live conference last week, which is the Name-Free Interaction Toolkit. So, a bit of a mouthful of what it is, but essentially it's the ability to open an app without having to say the exact invocation phrase. So one of the problems that us as developers have been trying to work on is how do you get people to remember and open our Alexa skills. And so the way that you open an Alexa skill is you need to say the name of the skill. So Alexa, open, and then the name of your skill. Now, this is great if you've got lots of opportunities for branding, for advertisement, but what about those times when a user might not know about your skill, or they might forget the name of your skill to open? And this is where name-free interaction works. So this toolkit basically allows you to do two things. So first of all, it allows you to configure 5 phrases that will allow your Alexa skill to be opened. So these are 5 different phrases from your exact invocation name. And then it also allows you to configure specific intents within your Alexa skill where you think these are good candidates to handle those name-free invocations. So the example on the Alexa blog goes through a trip based skill. So imagine you have a skill and it's called Leo's trip skill. So name-free invocations for that could be I want to plan a trip, or how can I plan a trip? And then specifically for intents would be, I need to plan a trip from New York, I need to plan a trip from Seattle. So that's where you can have a specific intent within a skill be invocated from a name-free environment. So the toolkit allows us to also test this. There's a couple of tools that will allow us to use the command line to test to make sure this is working. And then later on, if your skill is eligible and it starts to appear, you'll get analytics to see what phrases people used. Are they new or returning users? There's an algorithm that's going to work on deciding whether your skill is eligible for this or not, and that will be based on the performance of your skill. So ratings, how often do people stop within a skill, which may indicate that the skill's not performing too well. So you're going to need a combination of setting it up correctly, but also you're going to need the skill that performs well to be eligible for this. So I think it's going to be really interesting. You've got those 5 phrases that are going to open, so there may be a bit of a rush on terms of getting those 5 phrases, and it'll be interesting to see how this works. Now at the moment, this is actually one of the areas that is open for the UK, so it's not a US only, and so you'll need an existing skill to apply for this. There are some restrictions in terms of not child skills and skills that maybe have or utilize in skill payments. There's still some rules around what is and what isn't allowed. So it's not kind of whitelisted for any type of skill. So you'll need to go through a process to work out is your skill eligible, and then you'll need to work out how you implement this. So we're going to be testing this on a few skills that we have, and we'll see how it works, and we'll be able to report back on the findings.